So we'll in this session we'll also learn about the symbols, signs, and SDS. So previously, you may know about SDS, which is known as safety data sheets. Okay. Basically, in many companies, it is referred to as MSDS, Material Safety Data Sheets. So earlier it used to be of 8 to 12 sections, but now it has been uh, upgraded to a 16 section one. So we'll also learn about the SDS, how we have to, get familiar with the SDSS and all, which are available at our sites. We'll also learn, and we'll also learn about this 8-step cost risk assessment, which will implement, which you have to implement at your site and implement the hierarchy of control and monitoring systems and all. So let's look into the legal framework. The Control of Substances Hazardous to Health Regulation is a statutory instrument in the UK. So basically, it's from the UK. It is a legal framework of UK. So you can reference the key legislation and references from here: 1988 Original Act, 2002 it was updated regulations. So Health and Safety at Work Act 1974 and Section 41 of Schedule 2 of Factories Act 1948. It sets out mandatory requirements for identifying and controlling health risks from workplace substances. Failure to comply is a criminal offense leading to fines or imprisonment. So basically, the substances of which are present at our sites. So many of the workers and many of the employees are unfamiliar with them. So these training session intends to make those make those substances familiar with you and all. And it is intended so that at the end of this session, you get to know what is know how do you identify the substances, what are all the substances which affect, what are all the key key factors when you are handling the substances which is hazardous to health. What are all the things that affect the human being? What are all the affect a human being when you're dealing with a substances hazardous to health? The route through which a hazardous substance can enter your body and all. We'll just get
That's
familiarized
your
with
training
this.
क्या है?
What? So, okay. Let's look into definitions. Let's look into the definition. Hazardous material. What is a hazardous material? A hazardous material is any item or agent which has potential to cause harm to humans, animals, environment, either by itself or through interaction with other. Any material which can cause harm to humans, okay, animals, or environment is known as hazardous substance. So it can be any kind of chemical, it can be any form of solid, it can be anything. Such substances are known as hazardous substances. So basically, we learn about what are all the hazardous substances we'll face. What are all the hazardous substances that we are exposed to in the work sites and all. So first of all, let us know what is hazardous waste. Hazardous waste is a waste that poses substantial or potential threat to public health or environment. You heard about the basically you have heard about nuclear waste and all. The nuclear waste, what it is, if it isn't handled properly, so it can cause many of the serious problems like nuclear pollution. So it can pollute water, it can pollute the air, it can pollute your surrounding, which will lead to many serious problems, many serious issues. It may also cause cancer. So those substances are need to be handled with care and need to be disposed properly. So any hazardous waste which can cause injury or harm or to animal, human life or environment have to be have to be dealt to according to the COSHH regulation, according to the Indian Acts of. So can you please stop doing that using the Panadol? Let me put it in a presentation mode. Okay. So let us know about employer duties. Under COSH, employers bear the primary responsibility for safety. So as we know, according to the ILO Acts, ILO Act C-164, ILO Convention C-164, it is the employer's duty to provide a safe working environment to their employees, a safe working environment, a safe working machineries, and safe working procedures to their employees. If either of condition doesn't if any employer doesn't meet either of the condition, he is liable to penalties and fines under the ILO Convention Acts and all. So when it comes to control of substances hazardous to health, employer is responsible to provide all the necessary means, all the necessary equipments, and all the necessary information and training which is needed to handle those substances. Failure of those may lead to serious incidents, accidents, and may also result in a huge scale of environmental pollution and all. So there was in history there have been so many incidents regarding to the COSHH where these hazardous substances weren't handled properly, due to which there were many fatalities or many injuries which were resulted to due to this due to that. That's why the control of substances which are hazardous to health is very necessary. The identification, their storage, their handling, these are all the procedures which have to be followed properly, which have to be addressed properly, so that there might not be any accident, there should not be any future accidents or incident related to those substances. This is the main primary goal of COSH. So let's see employee duties. Employee duties to corporation. What cooperation? They have to follow the safe system of work which has been implemented there. They have to follow the training provided. They have to be attentive in the training provided by the employer. So they have to use all the mandatory SOPs, all the mandatory equipments or PPs that are being provided by the employer to them, so that they can be safe when they are working at the site. They can handle the equipment, so sorry, they can handle the substances, and they can handle the equipments efficiently and safely. So that is one of the employees' duty, which is cooperation to the management. Next is reporting. What comes under reporting? If you see anything which can't be controlled, which is new, which is not under your control, or you are not exposed to it in your work experience, you don't know about the substance, or you are just being introduced to a new substance without any proper information and all. So that is a big, a drawback when it comes to the safety. So the knowing your equipment and knowing your chemicals that have been implemented in the site, that are being used, knowing any new changes that has been implemented, knowing any changes in the procedure is very important. So if you feel that you are unsafe, if you are unsafe, or you are new to say, any substances or anything, then you have to report it to the management, so that they can provide you necessary training, necessary equipments, or necessary PPEs which are required to handle those substances. Uses of PPE should be used. Many of the people's I've observed while working in factories, while working in ports and all. I've been working in many of the sectors like factories, ports, construction lines, and all. I've worked with many of the organizations. So there, one common thing I've observed, that whenever PP is given to any worker, they see it as a liability. They are using the PP, they are like, yeah, oh, we have to wear this PP. We can't. We have. If we don't wear this PP, we will be like penalized by safety officer, or they'll catch us, or they'll just suspend us for a day or 2 days if you are not following the safety procedures, or we are not using PPs properly. The employees of what they do, they just use it for compliance purpose, because they don't know what is the use of the PP. So when a person knows what is the use of a substance, what is the use of a PP properly, then he uses it automatically due to his own will. Because if you know that doing this thing, there won't be harm to you, this thing will protect you, this thing can save your life, then the will to use it, the will to follow it will be automatically, you know, they will follow it automatically. As I've seen in many sites that whenever the worker is given a helmet, they won't wear chin straps. Whenever he has been given a mask, he'll be wearing it partially, keeping his nose exposed and all. Those are not the proper way. Sometimes it might be due to the administrative issues that they haven't been trained properly in it. They haven't been informed how to use it. They haven't been trained how to. What's Rahman? Didn't get you. Kindly your PPT, please. Can you please elaborate? Uh, can everyone see the screen I'm sharing?
Ah, yeah,
Oh,
that's
yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, yes.
Okay then. So the main thing is not just giving the PPEs to employees. We should also tell them what are the uses, what will this thing do, or how to use them. Because lack of knowledge also, contributes towards an accident, towards a incident, or towards an near miss. When the employee is not, employee doesn't know about the procedure to use the certain equipment, certain PPEs and all, it creates a, automatically it creates unsafe acts or unsafe conditions. Like they are unintentionally doing it because they have the lack of knowledge. If you provide a proper knowledge to them, how to use, how to follow SOP, how to use an equipment, or how to handle a chemical, or how to use a UPP properly, then they can implement it effectively. Otherwise, there will be many laggings and many openings where there is a chance that an incident might occur. So you have to be aware of your duty, and employee have to be aware of employees' duties. So making employees aware of their duties is one of our duties, a management duty. See, the employees are here to, sorry, the workers are here to earn their daily wages. The workers are here to earn their money, earn their just earn, and they might not be that much skilled or that much, educated and all. We are educated, we are skilled, we know what to do, we know how to do. Then it's our duty to tell them what are all the things that you have to follow and all. So it is an administrative department, it is a role of a management to explain what are all the things that you have to do it during your work or in the site. So let's go further. Wait a minute. I'll just identifying substances. The main thing is you have to know what substance is present at your site. So if you don't know about the substance that you are implementing in your site, if you don't know about the thing or what you are doing, see, if I basically tell you, go, you just prepare a meal for me. The thing is that you don't know about the ingredients. If you don't know about the ingredients, you can't do it properly. Same way when it comes to cost, you have to know about the you have to identify what are the substances you are dealing with. If you have identified the substances that you are dealing with, you can implement the control measures required to it. You can implement the first aid measures to required to it. You can implement the emergency response measures that are required in it. So first of all, you have to know your substances. So let's see what are all the substances that are present, hazardous substances that are present outside. First of all, we'll go to chemicals. Chemicals, basically in many construction sites and all, the chemicals which are basically used are paints, cleaning agents, adhesives, solvents, and all. These are the basic chemicals which are being used in many construction sites and all. Then fumes and dust, silica dust, wood dust, and welding soldering fumes. These are all the hazardous things which when exposure to these things occurs in a prolonged duration, there might be serious health issues. There might be serious breathing related issues. Breathing silica dust causes silicosis. Wood dust may accumulate in your lungs, and which may cause you very severe breathing related diseases. And on welding soldering fumes, they also result in a serious health issue when exposed to it in a long period. And then there comes biologicals, mainly bacteria, viruses, and infections. So basically, for that, we can take COVID. So during the COVID, which was a very It was very disastrous during the COVID, during the lockdowns and all. There were many safety precautions and implemented where it was the social distancing, and many of the implementation were done by government, and also implementing such things in your site, like according to the what are all the hazard substances that you are exposed to in your site, and identifying them, implementing the control measures is all comes under this control of control of hazardous substances to health. So let's go. How hazard enters the body. Now let's see what are the root of hazards. Okay. सबसे पहले, I've been accustomed to giving Hindi trainings because of many of the workers. So let's see. First of all, the root inhalation through breathing. Many of the substances which are hazardous to health are gives off fumes due to some reactions, or basically gives off fumes when they are exposed to the room temperature and air. The inhalation of those substances may cause you serious health related issues and all. So first route is inhalation. Second is absorption through skin contact. Many like you might have heard about mercury poisoning from skin contact. When you come in contact with mercury, the mercury enters your body through your skin pores in your skin, sweat pores and all in your skin, and and results in mercury poisoning and all. Next is ingestion. Ingestion means ingestion is a way a hazard enters to your body through mouth, when you don't wash your hand. Okay. You're working in somewhere and you are not washing your hand. You just sat down for your lunch, and or any indulged in any activity like eating, drinking, and all without washing your hands may cause the hazardous to hazardous substances to enter your body through your mouth, which is known as injection. Next is injection. Injection is have everyone taken injection, COVID injection and all? Many of the people,
Yes, sir.
yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah, yeah.
sir.
So basically, injection. Sorry. So basically, injection is through any other substance, like injection. You are taking a dosage. You are or some sharp, a needle-like thing, or sharp objects at your work site penetrate your skin and just expose your skin and blood to the nearby hazardous substances and all. These are the four routes through which the hazardous substance enter your body. So you know now about the roots of the substances roots of the hazardous substances. Okay. So how they enter your body. Let's see one case study before diving deep. Let's just go through a case study. So first of all, there is a one case study, and I've prepared a two case study. This is a case study one, and a case study two is at the last of the this PPT, which will be answered by you. Let's see. During a routine maintenance, in an industrial plant, a worker was cleaning equipment using a corrosive chemical. Okay, the chemical container was unlabeled, and the worker was not wearing a chemical-resistant gloves or face protection. The substances splashed onto the worker hands and forearms, causing chemical burns. So here a worker was using chemical-based, corrosive chemicals for cleaning purposes and all, and he was not aware of what are all the PPs and the things that has to be used while handling that corrosive chemical. And during the cleaning process, the chemical just splashed onto his face and other body parts like hands and all, which caused serious chemical burns. So let's see immediate consequences. What are the immediate consequences? As soon as a corrosive substance comes in contact with your skin, it gives off chemical burns to skin. So it caused chemical burns to him, then pain and potential long-term injury. So long-term injury, then work stoppage. So whenever there is an incident or accident, there is a stoppage of productivity, stoppage of work. Not only a single work will be stopped, there will be multiple works which will be affected due to it. Whenever in an industry there is an accident, everyone will tend to the injured one, and due to which there will be disruption in production and disruption in the work, due to which there will be loss of productivity, and uh, a company will face losses, organization will face the productive losses and all. So this is one of the immediate consequence which occurred. Next, emergency medical treatment had to be given. Potential legal and regulatory consequences. Now, if that worker was injured, if the worker neglected the safety of safety protocols, safety safe working procedures, and did not use PPE on his own will, then then there will be there will be it will be on totally on the worker because he was neglected, sorry, negligence. But at last there comes another factor where a person can sue a company when they have been exposed to a work related injury. There might be potential legal and regulatory consequences, like there might be you know so legal consequences, like they might face legal authorities and all, like factory inspector may come there, and the work will be stopped for several days due to the incident, and due to the incident being lost time injury, lost time, like if someone is getting a serious injuries and all, so will they be available to work the next minute? Hello?
No,
My
no,
question is, if a person is getting serious injury, will they be available for work next minute? No, no. See, he has
no,
faced
no,
many serious burns on his face, forehead, and hands. Will it be injury which from which he can recover within 48 hours?
No,
Going too fast? No.
No,
Okay. Am I
no,
going too
no,
fast? No, no. So the worker might not recover from it within 48 hours. So when a worker is wait a minute, just I'm getting a call. I'll just attend it. It's okay then. I'll go a bit slowly. So the thing is that, so what is the criteria of lost time injury? Anyone knows it?
no, sir. Can you please explain that?
Do you know about lost time injury?
no.
So
Yes.
lost time injury is a injury when a worker suffers or any employee suffers an injury in which they are unable to return to the job within 48 hours. Hmm? Did you got
Next,
it? Within
next
48 hours, if
present
they are
day.
what?
Next present day not
Hmm.
coming.
No, no, not
All
not,
the
not present day.
yes.
Yes, yes, it is
It's
not
all
present day.
the
Yes, yes, it is considered as 48 hours basically.
yes.
Sir, now
So
it is
uh,
24 hours, right, sir?
24 hours.
Yes, sir.
As per such instruction, standard 24 hours, no sir.
Yes, sir. Now it is 24 hours, sir.
Now it is 24 hours.
Yes, sir.
Okay, last time during last of my NEBOSH examination, I read it as 48 hours. Okay, no worries. If it is a 24 hours, when a worker is injured, okay, and he can't return to the regular work within 24 hours, as you say, then it is considered as a lost time injury.
Yes, sir.
When there is a lost time injury, what are the processes you have to do? Do you know about it?
Sorry, sir. Please.
When there is a lost time injury, okay, there are some
Yes, sir.
things that you have to do. Reportings. Do you know about
Yes, sir.
it?
Report.
Who
Yes,
do
sir. You
who
have to
do you
report
have?
to submit the client in
Yes,
within 24 hours.
it is not just client. It is also inspector. We have to report it
Yeah.
to legal inspectors
Yes,
and
sir.
all.
Yes.
Got it?
Yes,
We
sir. Yes.
we do it to client as you are a contractor or subcontractor. It is done by client. You report it to client, and that client just fill up a form of LTI and all, and they report it to respective department.
Mainly the
Yes,
work
sir.
within
Please.
1 hours के अंदर
Hello,
होना चाहिए.
hello. What? Okay. Did you got an idea about LTI?
84502.
Okay. Hello. Did you got the idea about lost time injury?
Yes, sir. So we got the idea
Okay.
what you can do.
So yeah. So if this person is not able to return to the work within 24 hours, so it will be considered as a lost time injury because he's having a serious burns and all. Okay. So when there is a lost time injury, there comes legal, actions and all. You have to submit your LTI. You have to submit your LTI reports, and there will be, incident investigation, accident investigation by inspector and all. He'll be questioning, due to which there will be. My connection is unstable. Let me just switch off my network. The connection is showing unstable. So am I clearly audible, or is
Yes,
my
yes,
voice
sir. Your
breaking?
voice is clear, sir. Very clear.
Okay.
Please continue that.
Okay. Okay. So these were all the immediate causes. Now let's see what were other causes. Okay. See, immediate causes. What are the immediate causes? Lack of suitable PPE. See, there are two types of causes. One is immediate causes and one is root cause. Do you know about it?
No, sir.
So, what is the immediate cause? Is the cause which resulted in accident at current. Okay, there is an accident. Okay, just imagine, just for this, take this topic. There happened an accident. So, if he would have used the proper PPEs and all, the accident would have happened. He would have gotten burns and all. If he used the chemical suit and face shield along with gloves and all, would he have suffered burns?
No, sir. That time you can.
No.
So the lack of PPE is known as immediate cause. Okay. Then another, improper handling of hazardous substance. He didn't know how to handle those. There is also an immediate cause. Poor container condition or labeling. If there was a proper labeling and all, then the person would have known how to handle it. Because in labeling and all, there is mentioned the procedure to handle. So that is the thing. So these are all the immediate causes. Now look into underlying causes or root causes. Okay. No cost hazardous substance risk assessment. There was no risk assessment as available at that present. Inadequate training and supervision. There should have been a proper supervision setup when you are handling such corrosive chemicals and all. And the person, if the person was trained, what are all the things that has to be done during handling of a hazardous substance? Then he would have followed this rule. If as you know, workers are not that much educated, so you have to train them. Do you train your workers? Everyone?
Yes.
Who are all from safety department here?
So we are from safety department.
Everyone?
No.
Yes, sir. Everyone, I don't know.
Okay. So, whenever there is an accident or incident, if a person doesn't know about how to handle the equipment or anything that they are operating on, so there is a chance that it is a lack of training. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so the lack of training, many of the time there is no time for training and all due to the rush in work hours and all. What supervisors or engineers do? They'll tell use this equipment or use this chemical. However, you do use this and finish the job because I want to get the job done before this time and this time. They will be like that. Yes or no? Many of the
Yeah.
engineers do this because they have pressure on them, they have pressure on their head, and they have to do the task, they have to complete their target and all. Due to which they pressure workers, what they do? They say, "Sir, theek hai, sir. Okay, sir." They'll do they'll say this to engineers, and they'll continue with the work. And many of the accidents happen due to pressure, due to the work pressure. And many of the when you if you record, yes, if you check the records, many of the accidents which have occurred in history, Those are mostly occur during the shift changeovers. Okay, during peak work hours, during due to pressures and all. Those are all the conditions which resulted in many of the accidents and many of the disastrous occurrence and all. Okay, so next see, absence of safety data sheets. You know what is safety data sheet? Anyone knows the safety data sheet?
No.
No.
Yes, sir.
Material safety data
Yeah,
sheet.
like
Whenever,
procedure and
Yeah, safety data sheet is
process
something
analysis,
where,
yeah, risk assessment,
Mhm.
yeah, component of the chemical will be mentioned,
like
and
this.
if
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
if it
And
is interact with
yeah,
the
okay.
human body,
Job
or
analysis.
then what could be the cost?
No, no, no. Job analysis is different. Job analysis, job safety analysis is a
Yeah, risk assessment analysis.
risk assessment system, a small a job specific assessment system, not a
Yeah,
risk
that
assessment
is the
system.
safety data sheet,
Yes,
sir.
and that is a different thing. SDS is different thing. SDS gives you total structure of the component that you are using. Okay, it consists of 16 sections. You know, everyone knows
Yes, sir.
about the 16 section SDS. Earlier,
Yes,
it
sir.
was 8 to 12 sections. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You
Correct,
are
sir.
right.
Yes. For now, for recently, it has been updated to a 16 and detailed session one.
Including PTW, na sir, SDS.
What?
PTW.
It is permit to work. See, whenever you are doing any hazardous work, okay, out of your daily, routine works, then the application of PTW is done. PTW is also, there are certain criteria for PTW application. When your work separates from the routine work, it's like in an IT company, everyone does IT job and everyone is on laptop and all. So there won't be a PTW system until and unless there is a separate construction or separate any maintenance thing that has been undertaken. So that thing requires a PTW. When it comes to any production lines and all, the routine work does not require your PTW. Only the maintenance work on activity that has high hazards. Okay, that requires PTW. So next, poor chemical and storage and procedures. These are all the underlying causes which doesn't get highlighted, but which we can find out when you use. Nagaraja, please don't do that. Okay. So the underlying causes can be found out when you are using a proper root cause analysis system. You know the root cause analysis system. We'll learn about it. Okay. Have you any one of you have you ever provided you done a accident or incident investigation?
Yes, sir.
Who has done it? So can you explain what all do you do during the accident or incident investigation? What are all the steps you do? Whenever there is an accident, what are all the things you do during the investigation? Please tell me.
So, yeah, first we collect the evidence. What we will get the evidence from the place.
First step. First step is
Yeah,
securing the accident zone, accident area,
yeah, yeah.
so that nothing is disturbed there.
Hmm.
Because when there is an incident or accident, if persons disturb the area, what man? Pardon me, I wasn't able to hear you.
So barricade the hazard zone.
Yeah. What we'll do, we will barricade and secure the area, incident area, so that no one intervenes with that. Because when anyone externally intervenes with the accident area and all, the main root causes or the main reasons might get changed, might get affected. So we secure the area first. Then what we'll do?
Next we go for
Give the medical leave.
Yeah.
You
Yes.
call them
Yes.
emergency
You
evacuation.
yes. You attend to the to, what? You attend to the
Medical
person
help to
affected by the
the victim.
incident.
Incident.
Yeah, you provide them with the first aid. You provide them with what are all the medical attention required. You do that. Then what will you do?
Then we start the investigation.
Okay. So what are the steps you implement in investigation? Everyone can understand. Training
So
should
I
be
followed
nothing.
5W1H, sir.
So Vivo V2332. The thing is that many of the peoples are from abroad and all here, I think. So they can't understand Hindi or Urdu easily. And many of the peoples are from Chennai and some other places. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So so Hindi will be a bit complicated for me, Hindi or Urdu.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So English is a basic language. At present, English is a basic professional language which everyone knows. So I'm going through English. ओके से देखिए, अगर आपको कोई ऐसा पॉइंट लगता है कि कॉम्प्लिकेटेड इंग्लिश में नहीं समझ पा रहे हैं, आप मुझे हिंदी में पूछ सकते हैं। आई विल एक्सप्लेन इट टू यू इन हिंदी। ओके, कोई ऐसा पॉइंट है। अगर किसी को कन्नड़ा में एक्सप्लेन चाहिए तो वो कोई पॉइंट है, स्पेसिफिक पॉइंट है, यार ಇವು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಕಿದ್ರೆ ನಾ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಸರಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ। ಓಕೆ, so if any point you don't can't get it in English, I can explain it to you in your normal language, but please, I don't know Tamil and Telugu and all. Please, I don't know. I know Konkani, Marathi, Kannada, Hindi, English. That's all. I'm still learning languages. It will take me time. चलिए आगे चलते हैं. So we'll skip this page. It was for that one. I forgot to switch it. Okay, let's see section hazard communication. So these are all the symbols, classification and symbols. What is this symbol? Do you know? What does this symbol stand for? Sorry.
Caution symbols.
Caution symbol. Okay. It is known as pictogram. Yes. So this totally
Yes,
it is
sir.
known as pictogram. Only this symbol is caution. Okay. Next, see. The Global Harmonized System, GHS. GHS is a system which standardize hazard symbol and all globally using red diamond borders. Okay. So when there is a red diamond border and these exclamation, it refers to hazardous substance. Okay, let's see. Physical hazard symbols. Physical hazard. What are physical hazard? The hazard which affect us physically, which can be that can be the corrosive chemicals. Okay, any substances which cause irritation and all. If they splash in our eyes, we can get eye problems, like those which affect us physically. So let's see. First is explosive hazard. Any if you see a pictogram like this with this picture of something exploding, this stands for explosive hazard. Okay. So, any of you have any explosive substances at your work location?
No, sir.
No. So, can you tell me what type of company do you work in?
Sir, we are working in IMB, Indian Institute of Management, Bangalore. It's an
Okay.
institute.
Okay.
Yeah, we are working in our security department.
Sir, we are
Okay.
working in pig iron plant, Vedanta, Goa.
Vedanta, Goa. Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't have any storages area where you store diesel or any substances in high quantity, petrol, diesel, and all.
Yeah.
If your industry is big enough, okay, then you will have a dedicated storage for petrol or diesel because you would have generators and all, na?
Yeah, sir. Yeah. We have the gas bank and diesel bank also we have.
Won't they pose any explosive hazards?
No, sir.
Huh?
Sir, distilled water and distilled
No.
energy battery.
And I'm asking if you're storing petrol, diesel, or gases, flammable or any gases in a huge quantity, won't they pose an explosive hazard if they are set off?
Initially required license is required, sir, for that.
License, yes. What license?
We are having a HSDR in organization.
Okay.
What license will be required?
Yes, explosive license. When you are handling,
Yes, sir,
what
explosive
quantity
license is there.
of what quantity of diesel when you are handling? When do you require an explosive license?
When there is a quantity is more than 100 kg of gaseous.
When you are having 100 gases, okay, flammable gases like LPG okay, LNG, CNG, okay, like those in quantity of 100 kg or more, then you
More
require
than
what
100
what
kg.
do you require?
Yeah,
Explosive
in our
license.
organization, in our
Explosive
organization,
license.
40K, 60K,
Hmm.
something of the CRT is there. That's why we are having a license.
Okay. So what is the minimum, the amount of petrol or diesel you should have to, apply for explosive license? Hmm? Do you know? See, when you handle thousand liters plus thousand when you have storage of 1,000 liters of petrol or diesel in a single container, okay, container or single bunker, then you require explosive license. If you are having 2,500 liters of diesel and petrol, but in different containers, then also you require. But if you are storing your petrol and diesel in quantity, okay. See, I'll tell you simply. See, I'll tell you one thing. If you are storing your petrol, you have a storage of 1,000 liters in your vicinity, okay, and you are storing it in different containers. Then the requirement of explosive license doesn't apply to you. But if you are storing that 1,000 liters in a single container, then you have to apply for what?
Explosive
Explosive
license.
license. When you are storing more than 1,000 in single container, if you are storing in different containers, then you don't require. Okay. But when you are storing 2,500 liters, but in different containers, okay, then you require. When the storage of different containers exceeds 2,500, okay, that is the requirement of explosive license. When you are storing any flammable liquids. Am,
EHS क्या है? वो एक अलग इदारा है क्या?
क्या
या उसका अलग मतलब है कुछ?
क्या क्या आप ठीक से एक और बार पूछ सकते हैं, क्या बोला था आपने?
EHS
EHS EHS का मतलब होता है एनवायरमेंट हेल्थ एंड सेफ्टी. ठीक है. Are you clear about the storage and criteria of petrol and all?
Yes, sir.
So see, when you are storing so many flammable liquids and okay, see, if just imagine in your factory you are storing 1,000 liters of petrol but in different containers, okay, then you are not required for application of this explosive license. If you are storing it in a single container, you require explosive license, but you are storing it in different containers, you don't require. And the storage of petrol in different containers, if it exceeds 2,500 liters, then you require explosive license. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So, okay. Are you still in doubt or should I explain in Hindi? Okay, I think I'm clear here. Let's see. Next is fire hazards. Flammable substances. What are all the flammable substances you have?
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
In our organization, we are having a gas
Speak
cylinder.
one.
Gas
Okay.
gas cylinder.
Okay. Speak one by one, please.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. बोलिए.
Is there any classification test point
What?
of any flammable
Wait. Let him speak. Vipul, आप बोलिए.
Yes, sir. Is there any classifications related to any flash points related
Yeah,
to flammable?
you can get you can get the flash points of other flammable liquids or flammable gases according to the acts and rules, but I can't provide you here because it is not included in this topic. Yes,
Okay.
you can get the document for that. It's easy. You can get the document for it, and for each and every flammable gases and flammable liquids, there is a different flash points. Okay. There is no single
Yes,
flash
yes.
point for everyone.
Yes, and about that I know that for class A petroleum product B and C,
Okay.
according to that the explosion license requirement.
Oh yeah.
Huh?
Yes, yes.
ಮಳೆ ಬರ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಓಲಿ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ನೀಗ
Okay,
Uh,
okay, okay, sir.
if you
ಮಳೆ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ
ಸುನಿಯೇ
ತಲೆ
ಅಣ್ಣ
ಕೆಡ್ಸ್ಕೊಬೇಡ
ಕೇಳ್ರು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನೋ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಇಲ್ದಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ
ಮಳೆ
ಮೈಕ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್.
ಯಾಕೋ ಬಂದೇ
ಡಿಸ್ಟರ್ಬ್
ಬರ್ತೀನಿ
ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ.
ಹಲೋ
ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬೇರೆಯವರು ಡಿಸ್ಟರ್ಬ್
ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಾತಾಡ್ರಿ.
ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡ ನಾನು ಪುಸ್ಕೊಂಡೈತೀನಿ ನಿಮ್ ಬರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ
ಆಗುತ್ತೆ.
ಫೋನ್ ಎತ್ತ
Who's
ಫೋನ್
that
ಮಾಡಕ್
guy?
ಫೋನ್ ಎತ್ತಲಿಲ್ಲ
ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ರೀ ಡಿಸ್ಟರ್ಬ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ.
Okay, I'm muted. Okay. Then flammable substances. So basically, everyone has flammable substances at their location. Even if it's a small contractor or anything, they have paints, they have solvents and all. For every hazardous substance you have at your site, you need to have a material safety data sheet of those substances with you. Because material safety data sheet gives you a proper structure and proper control measures that you have to implement during. Some of us can't speak Hindi. I know, Samsung. Some of you can't speak Hindi. That's why I'm going with a English. You know, so many of the peoples are here. We in doubt due because some of the English terms are not understood by them. So whenever they are in doubt, I'll just go with the Hindi for them. For you and anyone who can't understand Hindi or any other language, you can just communicate with me in English. That's not a problem. Okay. So let's see.
Okay, sir. Okay, continue.
Okay, the flammable substances. This is the pictogram of the flammable substances. Have you ever seen this pictogram anywhere in your site and all?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes. So whenever there is a symbol like this or a pictogram of this, you have to be careful around there using any substances which can generate high heat. You know, for petrol, petrol fumes. What is the flash point? Do you know? Anyone? Anyone?
40.5 degree.
Minus. It's minus. You know.
It's around minus 40 to 43 degree in between.
Yeah. Yes. It's around minus 45, 43 degrees Celsius like that. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So petrol flash point is different. When you come to diesel, the flash points go higher. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
Why?
Yes, sir.
Do you
Yes,
know
sir.
why the reason? Anyone knows the reason?
Why? Because diesel is not catching the
Yes.
fire. Yes, sir.
Diesel gives less fumes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Have you ever conducted any fire safety drill? Anyone?
I'm conducted, sir.
Yes. During many fire safety drills, the fuel that is used to burn the substances is used diesel. You seen that?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Because
but
diesel
using
gives off
instead
less fumes,
yes, sir.
and it is
Using
not.
diesel instead of the petrol is not catching fire earlier. If
Yes.
we are using petrol, it's catched automatically earlier as earlier.
Yeah. You might have seen accidents where people are where people pour petrol on some object and they just shut the they just apply the top of the bottle which they have used to pour the petrol, and then they just burn the object which they are trying to burn. But what petrol does? It catches fire on bottle, and also. Have you seen such
Yeah,
accidents? Yes.
yeah, sir.
Yeah. So that is why petrol is classified as very, very highly flammable substance. And many of the people, have you seen cooking oils? Burning of cooking oils.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So normally when you burn cooking oil, it doesn't burn directly. Okay, it doesn't catch fire. But when you still go to any Chinese shop and all, when you use cooking oil, when they just splash it on the surface of that pan and all, it catches fire. Have you seen that?
Yes, sir.
Ah,
Yes,
yes, sir. Same.
Yes, sir. Yes.
That time the question didn't arise in your in your brain that why does this happen when we use it in our home, it doesn't catch fire, but here it is catching fire instantly. Have this question arised in your minds anytime?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Do you know the reason of that? You know, what is basically what is the thing? The cooking oil is now, it has a very high temperature where it catches fire. Okay. So it catches fire in two stages. The first stage is the vapor stage. When okay, what is this guy? Some of us no due to no not due to the Ajinomoto. You understand the principle behind it. It is not due to the Ajinomoto. You're wrong here. Ajinomoto is just a taste enhancer. Okay, so I'll tell you what happens. The cooking oil has a very high, the vapor temperature. When it burns off in two stages. First stage is vapor stage. When when the temperature meets a certain point where cooking oil starts to give off vapor. Some of you have cooked. I guess some of you have cooked. While you're cooking, when you pour the oil in the pan, after some time, when oil gets heated, you can see vapors, fumes, and all, na? From oil, rising from
Yes, sir.
oil.
Yes.
Yes, that
Yes,
is a
sir.
stage known as vapor stage. There, cooking oil gives off vapor. What it? No, not oil with water. Next comes self auto ignition stage. Auto ignition. What is the auto ignition stage? You don't try it at home. It was an incident with me when I was starting when I started to learn cooking. Now, what I did, I just poured a handful of oil in a pan and I covered it with lid. After some time, okay, when I went back into the kitchen, I just removed the lid and it just directly ignited. So that temperature is known as auto ignition. First is vapor temperature, second is auto ignition. When oil meets that temperature where it is hot enough to ignite on its own in contact with the oxygen or air, that is known as auto ignition temperature. What you see in the Chinese stalls and all, that the pan or anything they use now, it is already so hot that at the contact, when they pour the oil into the pan, at the contact at the surface level, it gets so hot that the heat transfer is so rapid in milliseconds that it shows you it is your eyes see a phenomenon that is known as yeah, what is it, temperature exchange, heat exchange. Okay, that is the phenomenon happens there. The already heated pan is so that they whenever the at the moment exact moment the oil touches the pan, it becomes so hot that in a millisecond it reaches auto ignition temperature. That is the thing that happens with the oil in the Chinese stall and all. So basically the thing is that they already preheat their utensils so that the oil can catch fire easily or oil can burn off easily, but they don't do it intentionally. They are just doing they're heating their pan continuously. They just do it, don't know about the physics or chemistry behind all this. They just do it. Okay, so did you what about this auto ignition and all? It was not a main topic here, but I just got into it. Okay, shall I move on?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, let's see. Another physical hazard symbol. Have you seen this type of symbol?
Yes, sir. On
This is
chemical container like
this
hydrogen
is
peroxide oxidizer.
nice. Those are for oxidizing chemicals, which are used for oxidization purpose. Many of the people many of the industries use chemical industries and all handle these substances. Or whenever you are walking around where there might be some chemical trucks and all which move on from roads and all, you might have seen this symbol on those trucks. So this is a symbol of oxidizing agents. So remember these symbols. Okay. Next is a gas under pressure symbol. Has anyone seen this symbol? This
Yes, sir.
pictogram?
On gas cylinder.
Yes. It comes for those cylinders where the gas pressure is very high. Okay. Gas cylinder used to depict gas under pressure. Any container that is filled with pressurized gas should carry this symbol. Some forms of pressurized gas may explode when heated. Refrigerated gas may result in cryogenic injuries and burn. Do you know about cryogenic injuries?
No, sir.
Have you heard about cold burn?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
sir. Yes, sir.
That is the thing. Cryogenic injuries means cold burn, cold. When you get injury due to exposure to extreme cold, that is known as cryogenic injury. Cryo means ice or coal. Got it?
Got it, sir.
Okay. Next, the gas under pressure symbol contains gas under pressure may explode if heated. There is
So
something.
is this
Yes, yes, yes.
yes, is this possible when someone is using CO2 gas, a
Yeah.
cylinder for fire extinguisher CO2 type
Uh,
gas? There is a pipe
Yes,
and
it is
there is a
possible.
plastic nozzle that has to be taken
yes,
in
yes.
by mistake. If gas is charged and someone is handling the pipe, then it can causes cryogenic injury or burn.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, every CO2 extinguisher comes with a handle. Have you seen it?
Yeah. That I
Handle
am
on the
telling.
Yes,
horn.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that I am telling.
and there is also a metal part before the where the horn is connected and the hose is connected. Have you seen that
Yes,
at the
yes, I
connection
see.
point?
Yeah, I see that.
Whenever I go to any industries for training and all, not for training purpose or ERD training purpose, I always tell them never touch the part which discharges CO2 gas
Yes,
because
yes.
CO when there is a simple chemistry thing when you sorry physics, okay, it's physics not chemistry. When you cool any form of matter, it contrasts, okay, means it
Mm-hmm.
shrinks. When you cool the gases now, it shrinks. So the CO2 gas is cooled so that they can be filled in high pressure in high volume.
Mm-hmm.
Got it? So
Yes.
when it comes out, it just cools everything which it touches. So the
Mm-hmm.
hose pipe and the horn is in extreme cold condition. So you
Yes, sir.
you should always handle it with the horn handle. Got it? So never,
Yes, sir.
never, and there is also a thing that you should not wear any metal parts as an emergency response team member. Do you know that?
Yes, sir.
You should not be in contact with any metal parts, like you should not wear any metal watches, metal rings, and all,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That I
due to all these reasons and all. Got it?
Got
Okay,
it, sir.
let's go. Acute health hazards. Health hazard. When it comes to health hazard, any hazard that affects your health, which can make you ill. Can you please stop doing this all? Don't write on screens, please. It doesn't look good. So let's go. So acute hazard, any substance which has severe health hazards when it is inhaled or it is ingested or it enters to your body through skin, like mercury. Have you? Many of the people might have seen Dhurandhar. Anyone has seen Dhurandhar?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
In
Yes.
Dhurandhar, there is a scene where on bandage he uses mercury. Have you seen it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, there he
Yes.
uses mercury so that the person who is in contact with the mercury directly through his skin, the mercury is so fine that it enters through your sweat pores and it poisons you internally. And the poison is so means it is very 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 dangerous. It might directly kill you or it might leave you permanently, unable to do anything. Like that Dawood Ibrahim in that movie. Got it?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
any hazardous substance that poses serious health threats comes under acute health hazard. So first, this symbol, have you seen cross skull bones in a red pictogram is for toxic symbol. Got it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. Let's go. Have you seen this? Have you anyone seen this symbol anywhere?
Sir, SMS plant,
Yes, sir.
food
I've seen
melting
that.
block.
Yes, sir. Yes. Like
This is,
acid container or alkaline container.
yes. This is for corrosive chemicals like acids and all, which can
Yes,
burn
sir.
off. There are some acids which also, dissolve concrete and all. Those also have this symbol, but they doesn't affect human body. Those chemicals. Some acids are there which doesn't affect humans, but they affect other natural things, other natural matters. Got it? So every corrosive container, corrosive chemical and containers which consist corrosive chemicals and all must have this pictogram symbol on their labels so that it can be identified easily. Let's go. This, do you know about this one? Now it is used as an acute health hazard symbol, harmful substances. When, see, Cousin, when the Cousin is used now, hello, am
Yes.
I audible now? When you see, at start someone told that this exclamation mark is used in Cousin, but just brainstorm and try to remember that Cousin comes in a triangular yellow color bordering. Do you remember that? Hmm? I think many of the people got confused here.
Yes, sir.
So Cousin comes in. Let me show you a Cousin symbol. Let's escape or come back. Uh, uh, I'll share a screen once more. But let me just go through a Cousin symbol for you. I think everyone got confused here because of the exclamation in red pictogram borders. So it should not be happening. Confusion is not what we want. Cousin symbol. Can you see now? This is Cousin symbol. Got it? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
This whenever you see this symbol na, in yellow color, this is Cousin. But when it comes in red border and plain normally, okay, then it is okay. Let's go into presentation mode. Down. Where were we? We were here. Okay. So this is for these substances which are harmful. Large exclamation mark indicating a substance is hazardous to health. This symbol is also used to signify that caution must be used when handling these substances. It replaces the previous symbol used to classify substances that can be harmful. There was a different symbol used previously, but it has been replaced recently with this one. Okay. So this is a harmful
Yes, sir, I
substances.
got it.
What?
Nothing, tell me, sir.
Okay. See, let's go. This is a symbol for harmful substances. Okay. Cousin symbol in red borderings and all. Then this comes acute health hazards, serious health hazards. When there is a person and this symbol, then the health hazard is very simple. A human figure with white lines forming a six-pointed star on its chest is used to designate any substances that can cause long-term health issues. Substances that carry the symbol can also be fatal if ingested or inhaled. Short-term or prolonged exposure to substances with this designation can cause serious health problems. Whenever substances in your hazardous substance in your site contains this symbol, a hazardous container or anything has this symbol, then you have to be very cautious in that area because the substance the used in that area is very harmful to health, very poses a very serious health hazard. Okay. The harm caused of the harm caused by these substances are na, they can sometimes be very they can also sometimes transfer to the upcoming your upcoming generations also. That's why this is a very serious concern. Okay, when exposure to such substances, they can cause cancer, organ damage. Okay, genetic defects. Again, mercury also causes such organ damages and all. You know, mercury can cause organ damages. Anyone know that? When
Yes, yes,
mercury,
sir.
when mercury goes through skin, it does poisoning. When it goes through your mouth, inside, it can heavily affect your organs. It can cause many organ failures. Okay, so that is the thing. So it may these substances, the substances which has this symbol, they can cause genetic defects. They can alter your genetics. They can alter your DNA, and they can also affect your upcoming generation, your childs which haven't been even born now. So that's why whenever you are handling such substances, you have to be very cautious. Okay. Uh, Hazardous substances. Okay. I think this one is there is a different. There is a tree here. Okay. I think that has been not updated. I'll just show you that symbol. Okay. There was a tree symbol here. So during the recent update changes, I think I haven't updated it. Sorry for that. I had to be updated. So let's see. So environment. So this type of symbol is for environmental hazards, any substances which cause severe hazards to environment. Okay. This is the symbol, Remember it.
Okay, sir.
So last time when I was updating this page, I think I left out this symbol. Sorry for that inconvenience. I should have checked it once more. Next, let's go for exposure limits. Do you know about exposure limits? Anyone know about limits, exposure limit? Anyone is familiar with this topic? Let me tell you. Okay. Okay. So let me tell you about the exposure limit. There is so sometimes in industries there is certain
Yeah,
condition.
get it.
Okay, there is certain conditions, there are certain emergencies and certain things that have to be done, even though the condition is a bit unfamiliar. So during that time the exposure, there might be exposure to certain chemicals, certain fumes, and certain hazardous substances. So there is a value set to the exposure to that if you are working in that environment. So these are known as limit values or exposure limits. How much time that you can be exposed to a hazard? It is known as you can, or a worker can be exposed to hazard without getting a harm. Okay. See, in order to control toxic effects, there is a need to set priorities, goals, and strategies. In place of work, one way is to set limit values to guide the users. So basically, so anyone in anyone's company, there is a operation of confined space. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Is there a confined space activity in your industries?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So if there are confined space activities, you might know that we have the confined space activities have a set value that if you're working in a confined space, you need to take a break after every 30 minutes or every 40 minutes. There is a value set for everyone.
Yes.
Am I right? Okay. Same thing when the environment is not favorable and you have to work in that, there is a value set. Okay. In this set period time, if you can work here for a fixed time, if the environment is hazardous to health for a longer time of exposure, if you are getting exposed to a hazard for more than 40 minutes, you can face consequences. Okay. At that time, the limit value is set. A single person can work on a environment where hazardous environment in 30 minutes, not more than 30 minutes, because working more than 30 minutes might affect their health and all. So that is the thing. There, at that point, there comes exposure limits. Okay. So first, what? So first, there is a TLV, threshold limit value, time weightage area. Okay, TWA, it is time weightage area. It is a time weighted average concentration for an 8-hour working day. or a 40 hours a week to which nearly all workers may be repeatedly exposed without adverse effect. In a 8-hour working area, in a 8-hour working time, it is a limit value where a person can be exposed to a hazard repeatedly without getting any adverse effect, without any adverse effect to the hazard. Sorry, has adverse effect to his health or anything or any sorry any occupational related disease, any occupational related hazards, injuries, and all. So TWA is a average time, okay, in a 8-hour working time. So okay, if a person is working in a 8-hour shift, there is an average time that a person can be exposed to a certain kind of hazard so that they should not be affected by the hazard and they can do the work safely. Though that time is known as time weighted average. Average time a person can be exposed to hazard in an 8-hour working shift. Next, what is STAL? Short-term exposure limit. Short-term exposure limit is the concentration to which workers may be exposed for a short time, usually 15 minutes, without suffering from irritation, long-term or irreversible tissue damage, or impairment likely to increase accidental injury, affect self-rescue, or reduce work efficiency. So, okay, threshold limit value is a lowest value. Okay, lowest limit where a person can be exposed to a hazardous substance. Okay, it is the lowest time. It is basically 15 minutes. Okay, not more than 15 minutes. It is usually is 15 minutes. It is not more than 15 minutes. Okay, so the lowest time where a person can be exposed to a hazard is known as a short-term exposure limit. Okay, next is TLV, threshold limit value ceiling. Is a concentration that should not be exceeded at all during work exposure. There is a TLV. This TLVC. In TLVC, a person cannot be in any circumstances or in any condition should not be exposed to a certain hazards is known as TLVC, threshold limit value ceiling. Is a where a person cannot be exposed to a certain hazard in any condition. Okay, there are totally three types of limit values. Okay, one is TWA, threshold, sorry, time weighted average, which is which states a person can be exposed to a certain hazard for average time in an 8 working hour shift. Okay, 8 hours working shift. Then so short term exposure limit, which states that a person can be exposed to a certain hazard not more than 15 minutes without getting any adverse effects on his health. Then is TLVC, threshold limit value ceiling, which is a value where a person cannot be in any circumstances exposed to a hazard. See, these are normal exposure limits, common Indian exposure limits, substances, ammonia, 20, in a working, in a TWA 8 hours. In an environment where is a concentration of ammonia is 25 ppm. Huh? 1 minute. Huh? I'll just drink some water. Okay. So, in a environment where the concentration of ammonia is 25 ppm, a person can be exposed to it for 8 hours working period. But if the level of ammonia in the atmosphere increases to 35 ppm, he cannot be exposed to 15 min. Okay, this is TWA, this is STAL, short-term exposure limit. Then TWA. Total working average. Okay, total. So this is the thing for ammonia 25 ppm. A person can be exposed for 8 hours, but if it is a 35 ppm environment, then 15 minutes, not more than 15 minutes. If there is a acetone in the environment, if the acetone is 750 ppm, okay, in the environment, then it can be exposed for 8 hours. And if it exceeds 2000 ppm, then 15 hours is the maximum exposure limit. Okay, if carbon, then that's for carbon monoxide 50 ppm for TWA, 400 ppm for STEL, then benzene 0.5 ppm for 8 hours. Okay, then 25 ppm for only 15 minutes. Acetic acid 10 ppm for 8 hours. then 15 ppm for 15 minutes, bromine 0.1 ppm for 8 hours, and 0.3 ppm for 15 minutes. These are the normal exposure limit value. Then dust exposure limits, there is a dust exposure limit, silica dust, cement exposure limit 5 mg per meter cube. Okay, respirable dust 5 mg per meter cube. Total inhalable dust 10 mg per meter cube. This is the difference. Okay, these are the basic exposure limits in India, which are being implemented or being used. So next, exposure limit, additional standards used by Indian industries. These are the additional standard: ACGIS, TLV's threshold limit value, OSHA, PEL's permissible exposure limits, and IOSH, REL's recommended exposure limits and all. Then ISO 45001, occupational health and safety management. Hello.
Yes, sir.
A bit fast because the time I have taken much time exploring. I will leave this parts for the hazard because you are all EHS experts here. You know what are all the hazards here. Okay. So next, let's go for section safety data sheet. Let's see for there are total 16 section in material safety data sheet from section 1 to 4. See, you can see here. First section contains identification and supplier information. Second section contains hazard identification symbols. Third section contains composition or ingredients, and fourth section of the SDS contains first aid measures. These are the main 1 to 4, which contains what are all the it contains details about uh, uh, the substance that are using, the hazards in that substances, and what are all the composition of the substances, and then the what are all the first aid measures that you have to implement when exposure when you are exposed to such substances. Then there is a section 5 to 8, which tells about firefighting system and what are all to do during accidental release, and section 8, which is exposure or PP that you have to implement. Then we'll go for section 9 to 12, okay, which basically has technical data like section 9, physical and chemical properties, section 10, stability and reactivity of that component, section 11, toxicological information about the toxicity of this substance. Then section 12 is ecological information. What are all the information about the ecological things, biodegradability and all that is mentioned in section 9 to 12. Then we'll go for section 13 to 16. So section 13 is for proper waste treatment methods. Okay. Section 14 is transport info. Section 15 regulatory information, and section 16 other informations. Okay. Then we'll next move on. Section 5. Okay. Then section 5 is 8 step to compliance. We'll see what are the 8 steps to compliance for the cost. Do you know about risk assessment? Everyone is familiar with the risk assessment? Hello? Is everyone familiar with the risk assessment?
Yes, sir.
So, do you do risk assessment at your work site? Okay. So, what is the first step of the risk assessment? It is the identification of hazard. What are all the hazards that are there? You have to identify them. Then you have to decide who is harmed by the hazard. Just identification is not enough. You have to know who might be harmed due to that hazard. Then step 3, there is a step 3 where you evaluate the risk and decide on the precautions. Step 4, recording your findings and implementing them. So step 5 is review your assessment and update it necessary. These are the step of risk assessment. Please turn off your mic, Vivo. One slide back. What happened, bro? Let's see. What is this? What were you talking about? One slide back. Wow, okay. Section. What section? Please, can you elaborate it fast? So after the class is over, could you please share the PPT with us? Sharing the PPT might be a bit problem. We'll see. I'll just have a word with my director and all. So, okay. For further references, you can connect to me. Next slide. Okay, I will go for next slide. We won't waste time here because we have a short time and we have to also do an assessment so that you can get your certificates after this class. You'll get a certificate of control of substances hazardous to health. Next, see. Next is risk assessment. You are familiar with the risk assessment. The 5 steps of the risk assessment works. Identification of the hazard. You'll identify what are all the hazards that you are having: chemical hazard, physical hazard, psychological hazard, ergonomic hazards, biological hazard, safety hazard. These are all the 6 type of hazards that are basically used when you are classifying or when you are doing risk assessment and classifying the hazards. Then you decide who are harmed due who might be harmed due to that hazard. Then you decide then you evaluate the risk and decide on the precautions. After that, step 4, you record the findings and implement them. And step 5 is review, reviewing your assessment as necessary. Okay, then are you familiar with the 5x5 risk matrix? Everyone, if you're doing a risk assessment, then you are familiar with the 5 and 5 risk matrix.
5x5.
So yes, 5x5 risk matrix. Okay, then let us pass this workshop. Okay, do you know hierarchy of control? Everyone is familiar with the hierarchy of control, which is the most effective control measure that we have to implement. Most effective control measures.
Elimination, sir.
Yes, sir. I know hierarchy of control.
Okay, elimination is the most effective control measures, because when you eliminate the hazard or need to, when you eliminate the need to exposure to hazard, then you are doing. Then the thing is that you are totally making your work area safe, because you are where you are totally eliminating the need of the exposure to hazard, or you are eliminating the work process and all, due to which there is no exposure to the hazard. Let's see. We are first what we saw. First step was risk assessment. Second step was in the 8 step compliance of COSHH. The first step was risk assessment. The second step was the hierarchy of control. Then third and fourth step is use controls and maintain controls. See, many of the people, what they do, they use controls, but they don't maintain it properly, like ensuring all engineered. Do you guys have a fume extractors at your work locations? Hello? Have you ever fume extractor? Anyone? Anyone of you have seen a fume extractor? There isn't any response. Okay, we'll continue. See, the third is use of controls. Yes, yes. Basically, fume extractor, what it does, it extracts the harmful fumes at the area where it is where they are produced. Like a fume extractor is used in welding operations. Fume extractor is used there where they extract the fumes from the source. Okay, the welding source and all. Uber system. Okay, nice one. So let's see. Let's go further. Maintenance of control. See, you have a fume extractor, but you are not maintaining it in proper condition, then it is a very removes harmful fumes and dirt from the workplace. Yeah, yes, you are right. So when you are not maintaining those controls properly, then the controls might fail. That's why the step 3 and 4 are maintenance, use of controls and maintaining the controls. These are our next steps. Okay. After this, the engineering control, which is LEV system, local exhaust ventilation, removes contaminants at the source before they reach the breathing zone. Capture hoods. Okay, these are the duct work and filters, regular airflow checks. These are all the things that are using this maintenance and controls. Then there is a spill kit essentials. Okay, do you know spill kits? Have you seen spill kit?
Yes, yes,
Yes, sir.
What are all
Yes,
these
sir.
things? So by picture, can you tell me what is the capacity of this spill kit.
Any chemicals spillage means we are
No,
using this.
capacity. There are capacities like a spill kit can absorb 5 liter, 20 liter, like that. What is the capacity? What might be the capacity of this thing?
I think
This is a
5 liter.
no. This is
I
a
think 25 liter.
yes.
Yeah,
This
this
is
is
a 20.
25 liter.
This is a 25 liter.
25
Spill kit.
depends
Yes.
upon that's the size,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah, exactly. Well, do you know this absorbent stocks? What does this do? Whenever there is a spill, you use this stock to contain the spill. You don't let it spread. This socks what it does, it creates a boundary or border and absorbs the spill and it doesn't let it spread. Okay. Then these are absorbent pillow which are placed on the spilled material so that they can absorb it, and absorbent pad. Instruction sheet. This instruction sheet gives you proper instruction how to use this spill kit. And these are nitrile gas. This is a basic one, the basic spill kit for oil spill. What it do? There comes a different spill kit, chemical spill kit and all. So according to the application, the spill kits are designed. Let's see. Spill kit selection matrix. See, kit select classification, general purpose, industrial warehousing, coolants, anti-freezer water, universal absorption capabilities. Then there comes HAZCAM, which are used in labs, chemical storages, acids, caustic poisons. These are used for these substances. Okay. Then there is oil and fuel. Okay, on land. Okay, workshop, so mines, diesel, petrol, lubricants like those. Okay. Then there comes oil and fuel marine. Okay, um, oh, which is used in waterways, marine areas, bunker oil, marine fuels like this. According to the application, you need to select your spill kit. If you are industry handling a very highly corrosive chemicals or poisonous chemicals or acidic things and all, then you have to select a HAZCAM spill kit, which basically comes with a full body suit, chemical suit. There is a total full body cover in HAZCAM spill kit. Then there is a oil and fuel, which basically gives you normal PPE like hand gloves, your goggles, normal mask, N95 mask and all. They'll provide in it. But when it comes to HAZCAM, they'll provide a proper mask with cartridge mask and all, and they provide a cover all to for you and with the gloves, with a shoe cover and all. They provide everything when it comes to a HAZCAM. So according to the application and according to the availability of the chemicals that are using, you have to select your spill kits. Then there is a fifth step, which is health and surveillance. You have to check do you conduct a health checkup for your workers?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes. So
It's
this is
always
done for the
welding and height work that time.
Yeah. This is the thing, but when it comes to cost, you have to do certain health checkups like skin checks, lung function, because there are many chemicals which affect your breathing and all. Then the blood testing, which is used to detect any toxins and all in the body. So that's why you have to do specific, health surveillance for specific workers and specific targeted employees who work in hazardous environment. Then there is a step six, emergency response. Have you seen this? What's this?
It
You
is
guys
iWatch.
know
It
this?
is iWatch station.
I
We
watch
are
and
using in WTP and STP.
Emergency safety shower.
yes,
It is
emergency
a
safety shower
emergency
and
safety
eye wash
shower.
station. Yes, emergency
Yes, yes.
safety shower and eye wash station. It's a combined. There is in some kind of companies, what they do, they fix safety shower. They fix emergency shower somewhere, and they fix this eye washer somewhere. Na? But now many of the companies are implementing it directly combined. Okay, so this is the emergency thing. This is one of the emergency response equipment that are being used when you are exposed or when a chemical you are exposed to a chemical or any hazardous substance physically to wash them off. Okay, so you need to maintain this in very well condition. You have to check the water water quality and also that there should not be any other risk while using these things. Got it? because these these eye washers and showers are na, they are kept there for many long time and are not used frequently in many companies. Due to which what happens? These pipes na, they corrode from inside, and due to which the water gets contaminated while it is being no released from the shower or the eye washer. Due to which it can cause other harms to the health of the employees or workers. Am I clear? You have to maintain this in very good condition.
Yeah, correct.
Yes. Then
Yeah,
step
that's
seven,
why we are
training.
maintaining tax.
Yeah. Step seven is training. So you have to provide training to your workers that what have to be done when you are facing with certain emergencies or certain conditions that you need to train them so that they can protect themselves, or they can know what are all the things they have to do during the emergency. Training is a very important part that has to be done by EHS professional and the management system so that their workers can work safely and perform activities correctly. Got it? Now let's go for workplace exposure limits. Okay. So we have already completed this section. So we'll just skip it. Then there comes a PP, the last resort, as as in hierarchy of control, and in this 8 step, cost control, control system. The last thing is PP. As we know, PP is the last line of defense, as we say, and PP is the least effective thing that we can implement, as it only provides certain level of protection to a personnel or to a personnel from the hazard. Okay, so whenever implementing control hazards, you have to go for PPA at last. Got it? Let's come here. Levels of protection. Have you seen these protection levels of protection? Do you know what is this shoot known as?
Yeah. Yes, sir. We use this one. Level
What
1, level
what
2,
is
level 3.
what
In the LT room, main
what is it
LT
known
room, and
as?
all we are using.
Yes. What is this known as? This suit, total suit. Have you
This is
heard
we
about
are using
hazmat?
in.
Hazmat suit, hazmat.
Yes, we are having that one, sir.
Yes. Okay. So this is a maximum protection provider which comes with a SCABA supplied air, respirator system. Got it? Provides highest level of respiratory, skin, and eye protection. It has a coverall which is very effective against many corrosive and corrosive chemicals and all used in unknown or highly toxic environments. You might have seen many of the researchers and all using this hazmat suits and all while experimenting while they are being exposed to any other substances which they are unknown to. They use this all such they use this type of PP that is known as hazmat suit and all. The SCABA is very plays a very vital role in this, because when the environment is very hazardous and is not suitable for breathing and all, then there comes SCABA, which provides a safe breathing system for the personnel who are working in that environment. So, do you know what is the pressure that is in a SCABA oxygen cylinder? Anyone knows according to that site? Oh, okay. Then let's go to level B. Exactly, Jairam. It's 300 bar. Basically, it is 300 bar everywhere. So there comes a level B. High respiratory protection, chemical resistant clothing with supplied air. Offers high respiratory but lower skin protection. It has a lower level of skin protection, common in chemical spill responses or decontamination work. Okay, this is a level B product level. Sorry, this is level B of your suits PPE that is being used in hazardous environment and all. Then comes there is level C, moderate protection, air purifying respirator with chemical resistant coveralls. Okay, used when airborne contaminants are identified and oxygen levels are adequate. So when the oxygen levels are adequate, then there is a use of level C, but you have to also look out for any other factors which can affect your breathing or any other which can affect you very seriously if not looked out properly. That's why. So this level C is a very moderate protection. Okay. It only gives a chemical resistance for you, not a chemical proof. It is just a chemical resistant suit, and with an air purifier, not a supplied air system, not a separate air supply system, just an air purifier. Okay. Then there comes level D. This is a there is no chemical exposure protection in this. This is just standard work uniform with gloves, boots, and eye protection. No chemical or no respiratory protection here. This is not used when this is not suggested when you are dealing with a hazardous environment and all. Okay, these are all the things that you have to look out for. There are all these PPs that you have to look out for, and you have to select the PPs based on the criteria of your site, based on the hazardous substances and that are present at your site and all. Then lastly, let's see a case study. A 13-month-old baby, Sam, had a heart attack, suffered serious internal burns, and lost part of his tongue after accidentally drinking a chemical, caustic soda at home. Sam's mother was cleaning the bathroom in their home and had been using caustic soda as a cleaning agent. Sam found the bottle which was on the floor and drank some, believing it was milk due to the color of the bottle being something that he presumably recognized. Given his age, he would not have been able to read any labels, but lessons can be still learned from the dreadful event. He suffered immediate severe internal burns and was taken to A&E. Once the hospital, he had a heart attack. His heart stopped for over 3 minutes. He was thankfully revived and taken to intensive care. He has now had a permanent feeding tube placed directly into his stomach as his mouth has closed up and he can no longer eat or swallow liquid. His parents are waiting to hear if he will be able to undergo reconstructive surgery. So यहाँ पर क्या so basically here Sam, a 13-year-old boy, just drank caustic soda when her mother was doing cleaning and she kept it on floor. So basically a 13-month-old boy won't be able to read any labels and all, but still there is some things that which can be learned. So what will you do when you're handling chemicals and there are some infants nearby you? What are the things that you'll consider and you'll do? Can you tell me? Anyone? If you're handling chemical nearby infants, what are all the things that you'll do?
Immediately we'll tell who is the concerned person. We'll tell him we are going to give suggestions. Please keep it store where it is placed and with label.
Yeah. See, first the thing, there is an infant. When the infant is nearby, or you are in an area where there is a activity of childrens and all, then you can't take the risk and all. So you'll do? You just store the chemical out of their reach. Am I right? Will you store the chemical out of their reach, or will you store it in their reach? Huh?
It should not be reached them, sir.
You should not reach them. You have to handle with care. Let me tell you, whenever you are working in the site, you might have seen many of the people using unlabeled bottles. Have you seen unlabeled bottles
Yeah.
used by your workers in your site?
Hundreds of bottles in construction site. It is we are getting that one, sir.
So what will you do that? Even if they are using a water bottle, you have to do a labeling in it because a labeling can save a person's life. Am I right or wrong?
Right, sir. You are right.
Right, sir.
Right, sir.
Yeah. So the first thing you'll do is identify your hazardous substance. Okay. So how will you identify your hazardous substance? What are all the measures to implement while you are identifying your hazardous substance? What are all the things that you can do for the identification purpose? Can you please tell me one by one?
Always we are seeing that one means we are asking that one we should take place in separate place. We are asking supervisor engineer please label it and keeps please store separate
Yeah.
empty and full
Yes.
with along with the signages and SDS.
Yes. Yes.
Which is that? Thank you.
And many
Perfect.
of the chemicals comes
So,
with the labeling
guys,
also on the manufacturing
everyone,
place.
everyone, listen to me. I'm giving a, Google Doc link here. Sorry, Google Drive link, just to fill the assessment with your names and all, and submit it, so you can get your course certification. Got it? Everyone who is
Yes, sir.
attending. Okay. I've
Yes,
shared
sir.
the Google Drive link on the comment section. Sorry, chat section. Just open it
Mhm.
and give the assessment. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Uh,
You'll receive
excuse me, sir.
your yeah. Hmm?
Guys, please complete your assessment. Then you can grab your certificates. Make sure to score above 70. Okay. And I'm informing again who are attend the assessment in this section. Those people only will get the certificates. Okay. Please don't keep messaging in WhatsApp like not received the certificate. Who are attend the assessment test, those candidates will be only get the certificates. Okay, please make a note and go ahead, and all the best. So you can
Okay.
go ahead.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
So
Thank you.
shall we end this session? Do you have any questions that I need to address? Do you have any concerns that I need to address? Please tell me.
Oh, sir, this is the first time I attended this course. It is very great and it is very valuable training session. Really,
Okay.
we appreciate this.
So this was my first time giving in English.
Well,
So I was a bit, worried about it because I was very comfortable in Kannada, in Hindi, and other languages.
It
So
is
I,
very,
I
very
would have.
interesting. Yes, really, we are very appreciative, and it is a great session.
Okay. Thank you for that.
it is a
And
very informative session, sir.
okay. So every Sunday we'll be having a webinar on and on many topics, different topics, and we'll also provide certification to the attenders and all. So next time we'll try to do a disaster management. Are you all familiar with the disasters and all?
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
disasters.
Yes,
And
sir.
eagerly I'm waiting for that one.
Okay, next time we'll do a disaster management emergency response, and we'll learn about what is the emergency response team's responsibilities and what are the structures, what are all the things that you need to do during the disasters and all. We'll just go through it. So today's session was a COSHH, which I was intended to do from a long time, because one of the major accidents, one of many of the accidents in the work sites which are related to hazardous substances occur due to the lack of labeling and lack of information. So I had to address that subject, so I just took out these topic for today's session, and there was some lacking also from my end. Also, I'll ensure that next time there won't be any such things. Sorry for any inconvenience during the sessions. I really appreciate your patience and really appreciate your time here. The time was literally for 1 hour, but I took almost 2 hours here. So thank you for everyone.
Thank you very much for
Thank you,
this
sir. Thank you.
great session, sir.
Thank
We'll
you.
meet you on
Thank you,
Sunday.
sir.
Okay, we'll surely meet on Sunday. So for today, we'll end this session. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your valuable time spending here, and thank you for your engagement at all. From for now, we'll take a leave. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Goodbye. Good night, everyone.
Thank you,
Bye.
sir. Goodbye.
Good night,
Good
sir. Good
night.
night. Same to you,
Right.
sir.
We'll
Okay,
meet
have a
in
good night.
next session. Have a good night, everyone.